the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First snap, and Murray goes to the air. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He's into space past the 25, and he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. This team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Greg Gort. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for Jameer Gibbs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here we go. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Forced to his right. They track him down, and that ball is out. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive.
The ball comes out, and the Vikings have the takeaway. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
On play action, Richardson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
You know, Mike, drastic drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
He's not going to get too far and tackle after a gain of just a yard. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now it's Murray. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Lions have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
So the play action. It's Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Oh, big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35-yard line. Murray now to throw on first down. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Play action now. It's Murray. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
2nd and 10. To throw again is Murray. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down coming up.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
On 3rd down, Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. This job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's got a man. That's Felton. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
handoff here, up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings
So,
up 2nd
from the 37,
and 9.
here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, this one away. Dortch now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 15.
Out of shotgun, Richardson.
1st down.
That is the Pro Bowl corner, Byron Murphy. So after 1, it's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Shoot!
Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. Left side is caught by Brown.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identify the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Now Murray to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker on to punt. Greg Dortch, deep to return. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 by 6.
Here's Richardson. That's It's the third-round rookie pick, Isaac Small. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A second down throw for Richardson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here, we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started.
And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Jalen Redmond. He gets in to record his second sack of this first half. From the gun, Richardson. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. It's Greg Dortch now from his end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Price now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Murray on first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half.
25-yard line.
We'll have more from Minneapolis. After this, here's 2nd and 9. Murray will throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He A.J. Brown that time.
It's now
And it'll be third down.
9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 1st and 10.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
Murray's going to throw again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Throwing again is Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. 1st down and more. He's inside the 35. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 13-yard line.
1st and 10
A
at the
big
13-yard
play
line.
for Minnesota. 37 yards. Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now a give up the middle. He takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Tackled back at the 7-yard line.
Go.
Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Go on.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
2. Hot. Easy. Big ace.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. To the goal line and in. Felton. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Riker down on for the extra point.
Lining up for the extra.
He's got it. And the Vikings add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Lions 13.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. Dortch now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down. He gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the 1st half. Could be a record-setting game. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. It's Greg Dortch now from his end zone. Whoa. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up
The
shop.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. That one good for 8 dozen. And a very quick first down.
For the Lions, first down. A gain of 12.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. He's inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short, because they're going to stay out and go for 2.
The Lions will set up
Richardson, able to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down throw for Murray. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time.
It's now second
And it'll lead to a second down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I tell you, after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. Now a second down throw for Murray. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
First down.
11 yards on the pass there. First down, Minnesota. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They're trying to hit him with a screen. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
First down at the 14-yard line.
Not even a little bit. Hold on. Know yourself. Know your work.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
At the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. 3 Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2
Working out of the gun, Murray. And holding at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First down.
Mason.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you had no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
Third and goal. Murray. That one taken in. Middle of the end zone. Felton. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Murray. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Tackle on the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's right side into the hands of Tislau. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard
Straight
line.
ahead with Gibbs. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike. I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Lions. First down.
To throw, it's Richardson. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and goal. It's right.
Gibbs. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Isaac Tislau. Touchdown, Detroit. His 4th TD grab of the season.
The Lions will
Throwing is Richardson. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Van Ginkel. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he takes it back all the way. How about a The play backfires for the offense in a big way.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Murray. That one pulled in by Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Murray to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Murray looking to throw. The right side, and is brought in by Felton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So instead of third and short, it's now third and 6. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Dortch now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up for first and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing, Richardson. Rolling right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And This offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So a win here for the Vikings.